shouldn't be bothering me too much. Alright, let's get this started. Is game showing up? Game is not showing up. What? Oh, there we go. There we go. Game showing up. Fine. Let's see, right. I think we did everything before we did the right, and I was like,
What easy flies?
oh, I forgot to talk to these guys. Hey guys, say, what are you guys doing all the way back here? You know, it's not so bad here. I was thinking, and I got some pretty good stuff. I think you gotta check it out. Nothing new. They're sad when I don't buy anything, but at the same time, it's like, I don't have money. I didn't realize this went back into my inventory. Yeah, it's like, I will buy something from them. I'll be nice. Make them happy.
Felicitada o
Must be a lucky day here. Or, I don't know what, Dad. Alright. Let's commence the rite against this piece of junk. Everything is prepared, and night is just beginning to take hold around above the rolling hills of Ridge of Gold, when Volfred gets your attention. Reader, I suppose you might remember our first meeting with that manly Tinderstaff. He would be mortified, of course, if you forgot. I would say that he is an embarrassment to my kind, but unfortunately, I've known many others like him. We are discontented people, I suppose. Anyway, when we last saw him, you might recall that I avoided him. We are not good acquaintances, or anything, but he knows enough people in high places that he could be harmful to our plan, should he know of my involvement. And so, Volfred dons his ritual mask. What? I shall have to be discreet here. I am with the Nightwings once again. I can no longer hide from him outright. Perhaps, though, he shall take me for a common sap. Anyhow, it seems to me that we have a right to conduct. Oh, so Volfred is gonna participate now, finally. Oh, what is this? Something else catches your notice in the sky this time. Strange new stars shimmering about the ones you recognize. The greater titans have returned. Some of them, and merely in spirit, not in form, but those dark stars are the portentous sign. Though they may light your way, beware the path which they illuminate here. Henceforth, you may invite the influence of the Titan stars. Omens in the night sky each representing one of the downsides of the Skolmar stars. These Titan stars were great. Oh, okay, I see what they do. I understand what they do.
Behold the Titan stars.
Yeah. Andriga the Widow started this rite with pyre. At the start of the rite, your pyre shall automatically suffer 30 damage. Limbless Arizek. Your adversaries each shall have +8 hope, making them return sooner after banishment. Or the Slack Astroborn. Your adversaries shall be more cunning and more quicker to react. I will turn on one just for the heck of it. Let's try it.
Andriga the Widow.
Yeah, bonus if you prevail plus 13% enlightenment. Hold on, let's see the...
Limbless Arizek. Islak Astroborn.
Yeah, so it's just like make it more challenging and get more experience out of it. So we're gonna take 30 damage right from the get-go.
the Titan stars. Burning remnants of monstrosities felled by the scribes themselves. Dare you to stand against them in their fury? Dark is the knowledge that you seek there, reader. Best focus on your adversaries, keen as they are to confront you once again. Put out their fire first, and show them the glory of the Night Wings. Now then, make ready for the rite!
My, what do we have here? Why, the Nightwings come to grace us with their presence once again. Do you really believe that you can snatch another victory away from us? You sense Volfred reaching out to you.
Goddess thus.
Reader, let us indulge him for the time. Perhaps he shall reveal something we can use to provide a distinctive disincentive for his meddling. Just let him keep on talking. I shall attempt to remain hidden. And the colors of those raiments, I mean, they are rather gaudy in this light, I have to say. Though, I mean no offense to this. So, do you suppose the rite is going to commence soon? As much as I enjoy our chats like this, I do have to get going soon. If you must know, why, I'm expecting an important message from the other side, no less. Come down. I hear something is brewing out there. Some sort of unrest. So yes, it's a very important message, sent all this way by one of those imp couriers, and I must say, those little things, their services are certainly not cheap. Though, I'm sure that I can get you a good deal on their services, if you wish. Perhaps to contact a loved one back home. All I ask, of course, is that you stand aside and let chastity prevail, as well the art. For I have to date with destiny not long from now, upon the fall of Solium. He continues talking for some time until at last the rite is set to start. Oh, shut up. This is gonna be... Oh, my. Look at this wonderful assembly of exiles come from all different corners, Such a colorful review of the Nightwings have. You know, I heard the most preposterous rumor about you, that you're harboring an especially notorious criminal. One who has designs upon the Commonwealth itself. He looks right at Volfred. He probably knows. But I could not imagine such outlandish tales possibly true. Anyhow, I would like to meet everyone here. Hello, good Nightwing. I am H. Manly Tinderstall, and truly it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Manly has intruded on your privacy as you set on choosing your trio. Cannot be less welcome. He seems to be searching for someone in your range. Ask him to leave politely, warning to back off immediately. Let's be nice. Mostly because we're just mirroring him. Ask him to leave politely. You suggest Manly that perhaps he ought to check on his own tribulation in the key moments prior to the rite. Why, yes, of course. I was just taking the opportunity to bid all of you salutations, for I so enjoy getting to meet my fellow exiles face to face. Yes, there may be rules against this type of thing, but who's counting, am I right? I'm sure the scribes wouldn't mind if they were here. Anyway, now that you've mentioned it, I had to go check on my wonderful colleagues. See you shortly, and good luck. Manly leaves at last, leaving you to focus on the rite again.
Now we shall get started.
Who do I want to use? Who haven't I used? I'm a little nervous to use them right now, considering that they have a worm of their own. Yeah, everyone has to put down right now. Let's use you.
Joe Dariel.
Sure, you haven't had the chance to fight him.
Kanatha.
I know you don't like working together, but work together, please. And Jay.
Zay.
Radistas?
Very well.
Manly. He reminds me of the kinds of people who were unkind to me back home. I mean, not here.
Like I'm afraid to stay.
Are you quite ready yet, oh Nightwings? I doubt you are.
Sound good.
Because my colleagues of the Chastity and I, we have a trick or two we think shall take you by surprise. Just watch. Oh, I forgot to check what they can do now.
Begin. Now
Got him.
take it.
You. Got it.
The Nightwings make their mark upon the flame. That ought
Gotcha.
to wake you up.
Got him.
Glorious.
Nope. There we go. No! Darn it. I wanted to throw it, but then they got me. God
It's
dang it!
what the scribes
Oh, this is
ordained.
bad. And I chose to start with less HP. Oh ho ho! All this is boding well, I'd say. Oh yes indeed. Just keep it up and you'll be handsomely rewarded once I'm out. Of that, you have my word. Oh, shut up.
Ferocity unbridled.
Oh, I see now. I see what happened. One of his things makes it that he leaves a little sprout whenever he dies to guard those hands.
Oh,
Darn it.
wherever
Shoot.
did the Nightwings go?
Crap, 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 crap. No!
Glory to the scribes.
Ooh, one more hit and I'm dead. That's bad. Okay. Are you
Is what the
serious?
scribes ordained.
One more hit and now I'm definitely dead. Oh no. Man, this is the one team I didn't want to lose against.
And
Shit.
it is done.
That's my first
The
loss. Fuck,
chastity
I hate it.
prevails.
I hate it
as
against
though
these
the
people of all
scribes
things.
themselves stood by their side. Perhaps your fortune shall be better next time.
You and the Nightwings may have experienced your first feat, but it's not the end. Rather, this is the opportunity for you and your fellow exiles to press on forward. Jodariel, for example, learned a valuable lesson this night. A rush of enlightenment gained from a surviving tough situation, awarded only this one time. Okay. So too has Pamitha, not in spite of this setback with the Chastity, but because of it. And Jay is no exception. She has gained more insight here as well. Your fellow exiles shall all gain enlightenment and learn and grow from what transpired. And your story shall continue. The choice of whether to accept such outcomes now and all throughout your quest is to be yours alone. Well, indeed. Aha! How wonderful. A feeling to prevail in the rights, and not just against any old Trimilev, but mind you, but the Nightwings themselves. Oh, this shall make a splendid tale indeed. Bolford watches in silence as he gloats. Keep spouting off like that, Manly, and you shall reveal all we need to know. You harbor such a fear within your heart there, don't you? Coming from the aristocracy, and now in exile. How they must speak of you. What would they think of you if you don't get out? Or even if you do? Wolfer remains in deep in thought, studying his adversary. There, I see now. Then Wolford recedes into shadows. What? My head? Who? Oh. I believe there must be some mistake. I have to go. Ta-ta! Fine evening to you now. It's been a pleasure, genuinely so. Can Wolfred read minds? Manly stumbles away in his stupor. And there he goes. I've lifted certain burdens from him for the time. A bit of mercy for his sake, for my people's sake. Volford definitely did something. As well, it should ensure that he has no lasting memory of our encounter here, or running into me. Now, let's be off before he catches up with us again.
The rites do tend to teach something of trust.
Wait, did I level up from that? Utter nonsense. All this, that we have come this far. Fortune alone cannot be the cause. And I leveled up from that. Oh, cool. She has a thing that can... What is that? I won't get this. Great advantage.
She now stands closer to the scribes, the little moon-touched girl.
I feel so overwhelmed, I think, because the scribes, I think they speak to me and lift me up. Whenever I begin to think that, I'm going to fall. Again, while grasping the orb, then sprint and jump without stamina. Like that.
If only wings could speed us on toward greater understanding.
All in all, having to unlearn everything I've learned is going somewhat faster than expected. What was I going for? Dashability and rapid succession. Saluting. Dashing for now, because I forget that I can do
stars
this.
align.
So, not the outcome we were hoping for exactly, Jody darling. Hope is not something I dwell upon at this point, Harp. This outcome was predictable. Then you'll go back to refusing to conduct the rites with me? Is that it? I did not say that. Our failure this night does not fall solely on your shoulders. I was not accustomed to your presence. Room for improvement then. Sorry for the outcome. Anyway, though maybe next time, Oh, interesting. They have dialogue for if you fail with them, with the two of them together. I did not expect that. Yeah. Back of the wagon after your flame was quenched by the chastity rather thoroughly. You are about to join the others discussing the outcome when Volford finds you. I trust you did what you deemed it necessary there, my girl. Though I admit I would have liked to see a different outcome. Now, I'm afraid I need a bit of time from you. There is something you should see. Please, join me outside. Honestly, outside. Look forth. The golden star reveals itself to us once more. Somewhere deep in the infinite dark, a single star shines brighter than the rest. Oh, really? Already? Oh. I did not expect that this quickly. I mean, yeah, they just said it would be faster, but I didn't expect it to be this fast. This is only the third rite. The rites are calling you again to the fall of Solium, where one among you may go free should you prevail. It is as we discussed. The cycle of the rites is beginning to turn more quickly. Perhaps the scribes themselves have taken notice. Fortunately, having more frequent opportunities to free ourselves is not unwelcome to our plan. I suppose it's good for everyone, including Chastity, who poses next. God dang it. Getting to Mount Aliodel ought to be a little easier than before, at least. We should be able to make landing near some of the old monuments to the scribes. Let us set forth at dawn. Soon everyone is off to rest, as best as they are able, knowing that another chance at liberty for one of them shall soon present itself. And of course it's one of them. Zay. Zay seems to be in a happy mood, though she always seems to be around Jordario, who's listening to her with patience. So, I would just look within the shallow caps each daybreak for the morning dew to drink, and once in a while I would find maybe a stream to drink from too. Though I get very thirsty sometimes too. I tried drinking tree sap once. It wasn't very good. Really, it was very bad, I guess. She seems to be discussing how exactly she managed to survive from the downside all alone for so long. Jordario watches her intently all the while. Food? Well, food was harder to find, usually, because, this has been embarrassing, but I never tried to harm a living thing, you know, because it makes me very sad. But sometimes, it's just the way of things. I understand, I do. And so, I would eat as often as I needed to, and tried a lot of different things, to see if they were good. Most of them weren't, though. But I got by. I learned to get by. I already knew how, a little bit, because back home, where I came from, there, I had to get by there too. Here, well, it was harder, but it wasn't that much harder, really, in a way. Jordario remains silent for some time as Zay trades off. Then she embraces Zay and holds her there gently. Zay lets out a breath, but says nothing either for a while. Oh, they get a big hug. Zay, may I ask a question of you? Me? Oh, of course. What is the question? How old are you? Do you know? Oh, I'm 19 years old. That is how old I am, I think. Truly. Then you have seen a lot in not a lot of time. Know that what you have achieved is a feat. I have known seasoned soldiers who could not have lived through the experiences you have described. Oh, really? Wow, thank you. Thank you so much. So she was exiled at 17? You have seldom seen Zay look so joyful at this moment. As for Jordario, you could count on one hand the number of times you've seen a smile play across your lips. You leave them to their conversation. Oh, that's something bold. Let's get this off. Delete that. And there we go. Okay. Man, I don't want to fight them again. Does everyone ever fall for those? Probably, but probably, honestly, I don't know. Let's collect these. Alright. We have to go to the thing. Let's fly. Whee! I forgot there's a dash button. Oh, right, I need to start at the bottom of the mountain. Let's see. You sent Druki shall gain favor from the scribes if you land here. Or, since Jordario will gain favor from the scribes if you land here. Who do I want to give that to? I think I'll give it to Jordario. You make landing on the sacred Mount Aludel, upon whose summit the next liberation rite shall soon take place. You wonder who among you may regain his or her freedom at this time. Wolfred finds you after the post-flight inspection. We shall have to take the trip to the fall of Solium by land. May we soon liberate another one of our own there. That should raise the chances that our plan shall ultimately succeed. Beyond Chris, hold on. This is important. My lovely reader comes to me again. To what do I owe the pleasure? Oh, that can be arranged. But you need but name me for the one you have in mind. Pamitha! You asked Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Pamitha. Oh, you mean that feisty harp? She may yet be taught some manners, I should think. I shall attempt to bring her down to size. Let us bring her forth. And soon Pamitha arrives in heat of the summit. You called for me, reader darling? It's the crystal then. Let's hash it out. I'm ready. Let's see how difficult this will be. The apparition Sandra appears in Faster's map.
Mon protrage paloge.
Listen well, Harp. You answer to me here. Oh, a bossy one. Sure then, go on and tell me more.
Savenza la mia amica.
Such a delightful student for a change. Come then, let us see what you can do. Left to your own devices, save for your reader's vigilance, of course. Let's show her what she wants to see then, reader darling. Hope we haven't had hard to do. Darn it! Shoot! God dang it! God dang it! No! Dang it! I knew this wouldn't be easy. Shoot! I was charging! God dang it! Oh, and they have fast people on their team. Dang it. Oh, come on. Really? What? Got it. Alright, first one. One down. Two more. God dang it! Got it. Dang it! Oh crap. Dang it. Got it. Alright, one more. One more. One more. That's fine. That's fine. Shoot! That's not what I meant to do! Ah, crap. Alright. Oh, come on! Darn it. Messed up. Trying again. Oh, no, that was unfortunate. Alas, it was. The pretty little harp just has gusto to spare, but it would seem that she lacks the prowess to back it up. I would tell you not to waste my time, harp, but the truth is that my time is there for you to waste. So by all means, try again with me if you like, if that is your desire. You can do better. Good, for I have longed to show that harp more of her many failings. Does she have a thing against harps? She's being awfully rude. Or was she always this rude? I don't think she was this rude to Hedwyn. I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember her being this rude to Hedwyn. When I feel with Hedwyn. Gosh dang it! Oh, come on! Oh. Gosh, that's not a good time for my controller to be acting up. Are you serious? Oh, wow. That was annoying and amazing at the same time. God dang it! Aw. I did way worse that time.
Exilia.
Try again. Gosh darn it. God dang it! Oh, and of course it flies close to my field. Got it! Alright, come on. Got it. Alright. Let's just do that again. Oh shoot, I messed up. Ah, crap. Yeah, they're fast enough. Spawn! Oh, come on. Alright, I messed up. Dang it. No! Dang it. Oh, thank God. For once, I respawned before they could get me. Oh gosh darn it! Crap, I lost. Try again. Ripping you. Yeah, Pamitha's not easy to use when it's 3 against 1. Let's just say that. Darn it! Dang it. I was trying to get them before they killed me. Or I was trying to kill them all and clear up the way. Oh gosh darn it. I dashed a little bit too much there. Oh come on! I was dashing into him. Are you serious? Can I just restart from the beginning? I'm just gonna restart it. Got it. No! Just respawn too. There we go. No! No. There we go. Darn it! Shoot, 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 shoot. Darn it. Oh, come on. I was about to launch. I did launch, actually. Dang. The speech oh, controller! Controller! Controller back. Yeah. That somehow worked. I don't know how that worked, but that somehow worked. Darn it, that didn't work out. I know! It's hard! It's still hard! Someone got to press it. Alright. No! No! Gosh darn it. I'm falling past it. Immediately. Oh gosh darn it. Oh gosh darn it. Wait. Got it. Alright. One more. One more. We can do this. Oh, come on! That was not your path right there. Gosh darn it. That's fine. Got it. Oh, thank God! There now, is everyone happy? Oh, happy as can be, my doubtless pretty harp. So good of you to ask. On top of that, your performance was sufficient, and you passed my test. You have my congratulations, both to you and your lovely reader. Now be gone from here before I have any second thoughts. Ugh. that Sandra sure could use a massage or something. So angry, isn't she? Say, what do you have there, darling? Triesta's plume. While flying, after dousing the adversary's pyre, Prometheus may instantly return and deal +3 damage. What? While flying, after dousing the adversary's pyre. What? So is she doing the +3? Yeah, huh? Like, yeah, you're confused too. Cool. Hold on. So let me pull this up again. So while flying, after dousing the adversary's pyre, you may instantly return and deal +3. Still kind of confused. But you know what? It's her specific one, so I'm gonna put it on. Why not upgrade it? Why not? 2, 2, 1, 2. Right. So, let's see. Join Yodariel on a pilgrimage to Trieste Till. Later that day, you accompany Yodariel to the old masonry of the Emperor's Ascent, where a monument to Trieste Tithis awaits him. Perhaps due to the nature of this place, you begin to sense Yodariel's inner thoughts, as clear as she is speaking it aloud. You scribes, do not believe that you can hear me. Perhaps all of this is but a joke to you. If so, then do not tamper with the feelings of my comrades. I shall not forgive you if you do. Soon you and she are finished paying your respects. You return to the wagon in silence, feeling as though Trieste Tithis has shown you favor. At dawn you shall begin your ascent. For now, the solitude here is fit for pursuing your vocation. Your daughter gain +2 quickness for the next rite. Alright. Don't know how great that will be, but that'll be something. I guess I'll study in private. You look into the secluded area nearby where you should be able to study the Book of Rites, though through greater understanding comes the reader's influence. What was hope? Hope is banishment. Presence is aura. You tune yourself to the strange and mystic properties of the Book of Rites, embracing such as possible that which cannot be explained or truly known. Inspiration comes to you in a flash, whether from the book or from within, you cannot tell. Alright. Who wants to speak to me? Oh, Yodariel. You find Yodariel seemingly deep in thought. You consider whether to bother. Your presence is not unwelcome, reader. Remain a moment, please. She stares at you for some time. Today marks the beginning of my 16th year in exile. 16! Oh goodness! You look back at her and remain silent. You sense that all she wants from you right now is for you to listen. I have kept count, put notches in this breastplate for each passing day. Notice how much it has frayed. 16 years, reader. The orphans whom I fostered would be long since fully grown. Some of them are likely gone. Many of them spoke of how they longed one day to serve with me on the blood border. Sometimes I cannot help but wonder if I still were captain, could I have protected them? Could I have made a difference? I think not. The Commonwealth and the Highwing remnants, they have fought eternally, though such as I have come and gone throughout the age. I catch myself feeling pity for my years, but then, had I remained there on the blood border, is it unlikely I would have lived to see this day? He looks at you again. Do you know why they cast me down? I was a decorated captain. They said I was the best. She closes her eyes a moment. One day, it was a standard patrol, but I ran across a pack of harp fledglings, fully armed and preparing for a strike, but all on their own. They were nothing for my regiment. We ensnared them all and took them in. A considerable prize. They were not yet conditioned, and could be made to talk. When the order came down that they were to be executed, I could not bring myself. The Commonwealth, priding itself on mercy, committing such acts through one such as me. It was unconscionable. So I thought then, at least in my younger years, I let the damn birds go. I made no claims as to the contrary, and turned myself in. I was cast down the following week, 16 years ago. Thus, my enemies had the last laugh in that exchange. If I were faced with the same choice again today, I do not know for certain that I would have chosen the same. Now then, I shall go and mark this occasion as I have always done. Be well returned. So she was kicked out for refusing to execute children. Man, the Commonwealth sucks. She heads out the wagon alone. Yeah, hold on. Let's see what it says officially. Yeah, it's considered insubordination. And an insurrection. 16 years. Gosh dang it. Yeah. Oh, okay. Let's see. You sent Caesar shall gain favor from the scribes. You sent Sir Gilman shall gain favor from the scribes. I might use Gilman because it's his speed. So let's do that. On the way to the summit, you pass a monument to Luce Lauren, and Sir Gilman happens to take notice. Have this night's glory days gone by, he often wonders. Perhaps you know the answer to that. Please, do not spoil it for him. He says little after praying to his respects. However, as you prepare to continue your ascent, you sense that Luce Lauren has shown you favor. Plus 2 presents. You and your companions gather once more at the Scribe's Gate, where a single narrow trail leads upwards toward the summit past the archway carved by Shito. Come this way, please. Managed to lead you towards the archway, where his counterpart awaits. The exiles of Nightwings have returned. They have greetings, Celeste. She all but ignores him and motions to the rest of you. Now then, each of you in turn, please state your name and what is it that you seek with crossing Scribe's Gate. Please do as she says. Everyone steps forth, one after another, much like before. Yodaro passes through the gate. Kizo passes through the gate. Jay passes through the gate. Sir Gilman passes through the gate. Why does he get a little background? Tamitha passes through the gate. Ruki passes through the gate. Wolfred passes through the gate. I don't know why we're going through all that. No one is left. No one is left but goes to but you. You step forth and declare yourself as you did before. The guardian of the Scribe's Gate regards you with a still expression. Then she addresses you all in a formal manner. The 8 scribes bid you the Nightwings welcome. Go forth with glory. The little minstrel glances up at the great gate guardian. You have our gratitude, Celeste. But she pays him no heed. Again, you gather at the top of Mount Aliodel, from which the downside sprawls before you. You wonder whether one among you shall follow headwind from this place. Hey guys, you know, it gets awful cold up here. Sometimes waiting for customers, so come on in, okay? Good luck in that big battle you got there. That's where you're going, isn't it? It's gonna be exciting from my friends. Stay cold. Vernal Bloom. After the bear vanishes after they are casting. Or impersonating. Okay, first let's sell this. And then buy Stardust. Tell all your friends about us because I already told mine. Wait, I want to test something.
Norem castellane. Egriata legaratus.
Because I think I want to try using Sir Gilman, but I'm still not used to using Sir Gilman. So I'm gonna do a practice right. Because if there's one thing I want to do, is I don't want to let that fucking Manly out. I don't want Manly to go free. Welcome to the practice rites. You are fortunate your reader summoned you, as you could use a little discipline. Come forth and let us see how capable you are. In the practice sites, no enlightenment is awarded. You may train here with your fellow exiles as much as you wish, or press start to return to the wagon at any time. There it is. It's mostly just I want to practice with it, is really what it is. I'm mostly here to practice with him. Will they actually move? Yeah, it's mostly like I want to get used to using this slash technique. Oh, right. Where's the orb? Oh, the orb's in the corner. Okay, like, still like yes, it's mostly just so Gilman's attack is the only weird thing that I'm like kind of still working on. I just wanted to practice a little bit before I actually use him. Well, I want to read this. The Fall of Solium. In the words of Lou Solier in 100 Minds, the scholar. From the top of Mount Aliodel, the downside may be seen in its entirety, or at least felt, since so much of the land is shrouded, but that is hardly all. Though a wondrous miracle there lies upon the highest mountain an inverted fall whose waters crash not towards the sea, but rush towards the heavens. We speculate these are the very waters which delivered us, but now bend backward, seeking their return, as do we all. In this phenomenon can freedom be achieved, but only for the chosen when the time is right. This is a path to freedom we cannot traverse, but shall leave open for you, so that you may strive for it. Interesting. Alright. I'm a little nervous because, again, I don't want to let this guy free. The time has come for your second liberation rite to commence. You observe the lone minstrel and Volfred speaking in hushed tones, but cannot sense topic or tone. Then Volfred looks up to you. I trust that you're feeling as prepared as possible, my girl. Each rite is consequential to our journey in its own respect, though these liberation rites have a more immediate effect. It's somewhat crass, however. I've gone and estimated how much each of our companions may contribute to the outcome of our plan, should they be liberated here. Factors such as their previous occupation, innate tendency to lead, or an oratory skill contributed to my assessment. It's nothing personal, for we are all in this together. Besides, we ought to return in time if possible. Know simply that for each one of us who goes, in doing so, he or she shall raise our total chances. Read him, madame. This night you shall confront the chastity. They have already appointed Manly to be liberated, should they manage to prevail. We all have faith in you, my girl. And lo, even the stars agree on this. Yeah, Manly is one person I don't want to let free. Oh, I'm not turning any of these on. At the start of the ride, the Emperors get plus.
Archbeast Sungrease.
That's a good one. I'm not turning any of these on for this. No. Sorry, I refuse. I refuse to turn any of these on.
The Nightwings have returned unto the fall of Solium, at which the scribes first formed their sacred union. At stake this night is freedom and prosperity. But only for one exile who prevails in this liberation rite. Your many adversaries all did strive to earn this opportunity. 'Twas the chastity which earned it. Who shall be absolved is up to all of you.
The pyre burns, and each of the triumphants is present and prepared. I concur. The pyre burns, and each of the triumphants is present and prepared. Then, appointed one of the chastity, come forth now and declare yourself, and pay any respects you have unto your adversaries the Nightwings. Manly flourishes into the grounds and grasps his mask in his spindly fingers. Warmest salutations to you all upon this blessed eve. I am H. Manly Tinderstall, and I must say that I am very moved to be a part of these proceedings. It shall be my humblest of privileges to return, quite soon I hope, unto the Commonwealth, where I shall dedicate myself in full towards the betterment of that society. I long to be part of this glorious tradition, even when my freedom is rightfully restored, for it is not the case that exiles such as we are called upon to lead. How you govern your commonwealth is not of our business here. Your intentions shall mean nothing if you do not prevail in strife, Oh, but I mean no offense. Meant no offense at all. I shall serve well these rights, I promise. Why, I should think I shall be sending many exiles here to the downside to replace me. I can think of quite a few who I think would benefit from experience this wonderful teaching for themselves. Then Manly covers his face again. Now, as for you Nightwings, make no attempt to undermine me here, and nothing shall befall you or your loved ones in the Commonwealth. Is that a deal? Oh, this time he has a heart. Harp. Now then, have the Nightwings reach a decision on whose behalf they shall conduct deliberation. Reader, I am bound to tell you once more. The first companion whom you choose shall go. Only the enlightened may thus be anointed. Not all among you may yet be ready. The other two chosen from the Trimitive shall I cannot read today. Nightwings, make your decision.
Who would you set free?
Who do I want to set free? Of course, these three still cannot. Oh, that just shows me these people. Oh, interesting. Also, what is up with their enlightenment levels? Wow, he's been in exile for 20 years. Wow. Yeah, damn. I kind of want to do Yodariel. I'll do Yodariel.
Jodariel.
If that is your wish.
Who shall be at her side?
And then I'm going to use him, even though I'm a little nervous to use him. I'm going to change this out for maybe this. What does this do? Oh, that's just money too.
Sir Gilman.
By this knight's honor, he shall fight with all his might. You're gonna be moving. Alright, that's good. Hold on. Do I have enough to go to level 20 with this? Hold on. Yes, I have enough. Well then. Well then. I know who I'm using.
Tizo.
Crack! Tizo seems very determined to support your daughter.
It is done.
Now it begins. Do me this favor, if you please, and stand aside like a good sport there, I promise to reward you handsomely once I'm free.
Commence.
Shoot! Messed up. It's fine. Got him. Shoot. Fine. Look at that stamina! It's not going down! Got it! Oh my god, Tizo, you were better. You were great! We got each other, it's fine. Woohoo! Speedsters for the win! I don't care that they do tiny damage! Speedsters for the win! Did I get them both? I got them both. Wow. Oh no! Gosh darn it. Her jump isn't high enough. Speedsters for the win! Oh wow, everyone has low. What do you call it? Crap. Oh well, they got the throw. Oh shoot! Ah crap. Okay, speedsters, let's go. Speedsters. Oh, what's this now? It seems to me the scribes so enjoy our company, the entertainment we provide, that they have deigned me to reignite our pyres. Observe! Something stirs in the sky as the heavens are to rain and reignite your pyres in the right chunk ere one pyre or the other is put out. What? Excuse me, what? Why'd that happen? Why do you get that? Cool. Aha. Flatter, flatter. Oh shoot. Fine.
Too bad for that one.
Got it.
Sir Gilman plunges into the fire.
Okay.
The Nightwings now are closer to achieving victory. There.
Shoot. Oh no.
Quite foul for the
Ah, crap.
Nightwings.
Right, everyone has low. Why aren't they moving? Got him.
Oh.
Darn it! Shoot! Oh no.
Beneath contempt.
Oh no.
The flame is stricken.
Frick.
Perhaps you are unworthy.
Go! Features of the wind! Oh no, I missed the pyre! Oh, I love it when I do that, actually. It's really funny. Got him.
How very sad for the chastity.
No! Darn it, it's fine.
Ouch.
Darn it.
Poor Joe Darien.
Oops, that's not what it is. That's close enough.
Oh.
No!
Quite the turn of events.
Darn it!
Engulfed within the aura.
Woohoo!
Unfortunate for the chastity.
Got it!
My worth.
Alright. Like 2 more hits. Or 3 more,
The
because I have tiny
Nightwing
people
shall
right now.
prevail at this rate.
Got it. Come on, speedsters! Alright. Oh no! Oh shoot. I have to be careful with that. Shoot! Okay. Oh man, they heal every time one of their allies gets in. Oh right, forgot he has the counter. Shoot. Again, yes.
And there it is.
Oh, cool, we won. Oh, thank God.
The Nightwings prove to their worth. Rather convincingly, I must admit.
I'll be honest, a part of me expected me to have to do one more shot. But you know what?
Thus
It's fine. This is fine.
ends the liberation rite. And thus, the scribes have chosen.
Look at you, Dario, in
The
those white
exile
vestments.
appointed by the Nightwings shall be free, absolved of all misdeeds, return to glory in the Commonwealth. Her adversary and all others shall remain to carry out their rightful sentences.
This 16 years are over. Why, this is an utter outrage. Have you any idea what you've done, you ingrates? After all this time, she returns her gaze toward the rest of you. I never thought this day would come. I have all of you to thank for this, for doing this for me. The life that I recall back in the Commonwealth was at times difficult, and I am much older now. I know not what I shall find on my return. However, I know this: if that place still is like the Commonwealth I left so long ago, then I shall strive to make it better. for as long as I retain my strength and breath. You see her smile faintly as she disappears into the shimmer pool, though you can still hear her voice, though faintly. Farewell then, reader, all of you, for now. Dario earned back her freedom.
Godspeed, Captain Jodariel.
It's too bad I never got a win with her and the harp together.
Are ever merciful. By their grace, the cycle of the rites may soon.
I kind of wanted to at least win one battle with her and the two of them together, but I never got around to doing that. Lovely. So grateful is this knight for such a glorious occasion that he is giving stronger consideration to performing here and now the forbidden dance of the Sea Dominion. Let's see, yeah, this'll help.
Until the rites begin anew.
You return to the wagon after prevailing against the chastity and the liberation line. Such the glorious night this turned out to be. He is pleased that Jodariel is finally free. You succeed in freeing Jodariel to return to the Commonwealth and glory. We did what we could. With each liberation rite, we strive to advance our plan. A brighter future awaits at the end of our path. For now, we must preserve. Speaking of which, I take it you have seen the stars. Or, should I say, the lack thereof. You have, or did, once more, the sky is all abyssal darkness, following the liberation rite. No stars illuminate themselves to guide you further on your path. Then let us go, once more, to Moonlight Alcove. I have an errand I must run, besides. Once we arrive, best we recover now and make our way southward at first light. After the liberation rite of Jodariel, you find the lone minstrel back in the wagon, looking as though no such thing had just occurred this night. You think you see him tilt his head as you approach. Some words of congratulations are in order for this evening, I should think, reader. And so, congratulations on prevailing in the liberation rite. Surely Jodariel shall be most grateful, and her safe return unto your commonwealth ought benefit the plan in which you all might now play a part. As for your adversaries at Chastity, this must have been a bitter loss for them in Manly, although they must have known their chances are far from certain. Thus shall we all await the next turn of the cycle of the rites. Celeste and I are to return to our respective duties, for the time, as now Scribe's Gate is sealed. I await when the next we shall meet, when next you may yet live to the glory of the Nightwings in the eyes of the 8 scribes, which yet shine down upon us. He trails off and nods to you in his cordial manner and bids you a good rest for the evening. Interesting. I wonder what these favors are based on. I wonder why he wants to leave. Like, I'll be honest, there's a part, like, there's an achievement for losing a liberation, right? There's a part of me that wants to do that. But it's, at the same time, there's, like, all these people that I'm like, no, I don't want you free. I don't want you going home and being absolved of your crimes. You guys are terrible people. But then it's just like, what are you again? It's like, what are you in here for? So let's see. She's someone who actually worships a Titan, so probably not. I don't know what her thing is. Don't know what his thing is. You're a coward, so no. You are not that bad. This is like the one person that I would be okay with setting free. And then you are a terrible person. You are honestly not that bad. This dude was actually not that bad. I don't know what his crime was though. And then obviously there's Manly, who I hate. So it's just like, there are people that I'm okay with setting free, so like next time I fight them, I might let them go. But at the same time, it's just like, most of these people I don't care for. Anyways, let's just continue the journey. Alright, to Moonlight Alcove. And most of them are jerks. Yeah, most of them are pretty terrible people that kind of deserve to be out here. You once again find yourself in amid the quiet nooks of the Moonlight Alcove. Here you await the time until the stars deign to shine for you again. The Beyonder Crystal seeks Gilmer. You bring me beef or spite from solitude. What seek you in exchange? Very well. Let us consider who among those idiots is worth my limitless time. Sir Gilman! Hold on. Yeah, I'll leave that on him. You think that dimwit of a worm has a chance? Oh, harsh. Although kind of true. Perhaps you are correct, though I put little stock in him myself. Though, let us bring him forth. Soon Sir Gilman appears and heeded the summons. Master Reader, is this knight perchance in trouble of something? Yeah, he's an idiot, but you know what? He's a lovable idiot. He's a very lovable idiot. He's like honest to a fault, which is why he's lovable. The apparition Sandra appears. Listen well, worm. You answer to me here. As you will, Your Highness. Your Highness. I like the sound of that. Though flattery shall get you nowhere here. Demonstrate your competence to me then, worm. You shall have to do it mostly on your own. Though, under the guidance of your lovely reader, I trust you are prepared. Of course, Your Highness! This knight accepts this challenge! Oh, look at these big people. Look at these big people. How am I gonna kill them? Oh shoot, man. Oh, you move fast! Have you always been able to do that? I don't fight those types of enemies that much. Oh, shoot, I missed the pyre again! Dang it. Oh, this is the wall. No! Oh, thank God. Yeah, zoomed too fast. That happens so often. Like, that happens surprisingly frequently with me and these characters. Uh-oh. Yeah, I just need to move. Like, screw trying to kill them. I'm just gonna move quickly. Because if I jump straight into the pyre, I can dodge all of their auras. And they have huge auras. Yeah, that ended quite quickly. That ended extremely quickly. Although that makes me wonder, what the heck is this talisman gonna do? Huzzah! This knight prevails! I have no choice but to concur with the assessment, worm. Your performance was sufficient, and you have passed my test. Thus, congratulations are in order to you and your lovely reader. Now farewell. Master Reader, this knight is humbled after having passed that sorcerer's test. Ugh, by the scales of the Under King Ores, what is that you have? And okay, that's kind of funny. He says, what the scales of the Under King Ores have you there? We literally have ores of scale. Sir Gilman jumps farther than usual. Beautiful. Considering that I had to jump to win this. Beautiful. That is going on you immediately. Let's take a look first. Yeah, big hops. We're gonna be jumping everywhere. No. Oh, interesting. I just realized all these things are telling me like how to unlock more pages. For living in exile, I have to spend more soul at the slug market. Forsaken lands, you return to different regions. Celestial landmarks, visit the celestial landmarks. 9 triumphants, prevail over your adversaries. And on the Commonwealth, conduct liberation rites. Let's read this one. Okay, I think I read this one. So, on mercy. In the words of Triesta Tiphys, the Blessedborn, mercy is the beating heart of a truly free society. Mercy, even for the perpetrators of the darkest deeds. As our liege Solian Mur drifted in an ocean of regret, he found their mercy, or rather, it found him, and it saved his life. Mercy, freedom, they are intertwined. A society which raises a clenched fist against its own shall follow the doomed path of the Empire of Sar. Ours shall be a merciful society. May the perpetrators of the darkest deeds be sent to join us here, where they may learn as we have. Mercy shall engender you. Engender? Yeah, engender. Okay, I've never heard that word. Union among all our different kind. We shall stand shoulder to shoulder, equals in the same society. Oh, we're gonna have to bide our time for now. We have returned to the place of respite. Please make yourselves comfortable, such as you can. We are at the mercy of the stars, but I expect they shall shine bright again in time. As for me, I shall return by then, for there is something I must do. Please tell me what you're doing. I really want to know. There, from atop the sacred mountain, you gaze down in the abyss that is the downside. You wonder when the stars shall align themselves once more. There, upon the sacred mountain, you and your companions once more await the night the stars begin to shine again. The planet of which you are all part of is set in motion. The Commonwealth, a nation that stood almost for 1,000 years, is in turmoil. If your companions return there through the liberation rite, what sort of place shall they be coming back to? Many moons pass. One evening, amid a downpour with no interest whatsoever relenting, Volfred requests everyone to convene. You understand he has an announcement of some sort. Soon everyone is assembled and Volfred regards the group. Everyone, there is an aspect of our plan which I've not talked about with you at length. Look around at your companions. What do you see in them? He lets the question hang in the moment from the air. I'll tell you what I see in all of us. I see in all of us a living vision of the 8 scribes themselves, each one among them hailing from a different tribe which later formed our commonwealth. I knew it. I knew it. I knew he was... The game was... The information he gave to... Hedwyn at the beginning was collect people to fit all the different masks. I knew there was 8 different masks. So he's trying to build a team of one person of each tribe. My observation does not come from pompousness, I think. Rather, I believe the scribes themselves desired, or shall I say, desired such forms. Together they created all this ceremony of which we are now a part. The exiles liberated through their rights went on to found the Commonwealth based on their values and their teachings. Thus, an instrumental part of our plan is to embody the spirit and the culture from which the Commonwealth arose so many centuries ago. That way, when we are all united on the other side in solidarity, the people shall see that we reflect the values they yet cherish in their hearts, not merely our own. Anyway, we are still missing one key representative, on behalf of Molten Milk. And I happen to know a certain bog dweller who I think shall fit the part most splendidly indeed. He motions for someone to approach. Hey, I think I know you. I think you're that one, Big Bertha? A certain blog dweller strolls forward. You recognize him straight away. It is my pleasure to introduce you to a dear old friend of mine, who I believe you've met. Welcome to the Nightwings, Bertrude. I called her Bertha, didn't I? Bertrude. Close enough. The bog dweller called Big Bertrude utters something gutturally by way of greeting. We are to understand that you require further aid from us.
Arades Taros.
Yes, dear Bertrude, the time has come. Bertrude here is far and away the most accomplished alchemist whom I've ever met. You soon will find that she knows much about the rites as well. Bertrude looks at you and your fellow exiles. We frighten the apparently. Everyone is silent as Bertrude searches their expressions. And tremble, small one, and hold well thy tongue, lest you remove it. She takes relief without another word. Please excuse Bertrude's blunt manner. I guarantee she shall more than make up for it. Everyone disperses. It seems now the ranks of Nightlings are complete. Welcome aboard. Now then, my girl, perhaps you notice that the stars are bright once more up there behind those stubborn rains, meaning it is time that we go back to business. Indeed, once more several stars shine bright within the cold and stormy sky. How? How can I see the stars through all this? Alright, let's see. Haub, the Midnight Star, Yomer, the Dust Star, Milthy. God darn it. I don't want to go back there. Oh yeah, I forget he has additional notes. My dear friend Big Bertrude, she observes an unseen pattern in the stars. It seems we now can estimate how many rites remain until the next liberation. Oh, cool! So now that we have Big Bertrude, we know how many rites we have until the next liberation. Well, that's cool. Anyways, let's see. Who are my enemies? We can go challenge Tempers and Bogstar. I don't want to do that. Yomer the Dust Star. Or the Hope the Midnight Star. Let's go here. I'm hoping that if I fight and win against someone, I'll knock them down from being in the liberation. The Withdrawn, in the which Udemil have designs upon the rights that have nothing to do with being free again. What they seek, no one in good conscience could abide. He then reveals what he learned from her and her designs. Which Udemil, I can never pronounce his name, and I pronounce it different every single time. One of the bog dwellers and the head of the Withdrawn, a primitive more interested in legends of Islag, the Afterborn, than the right. Her kind was known to be reclusive in the Commonwealth, yet she was brazen in her disdain for common values. She practiced the unspeakable. Somehow, one day, her research into flammable regions grew into an obsession with Islag. Despite widely held belief that she is dead, or never did exist. But Udemil held that Islag is merely dormant and shall someday be reborn with newfound hunger, which could only be sated by devouring the world. Then at last could Yasak return to his glorious home, and Udemil could go with him. The Commonwealth officials showed up to take Udemil in for spreading unrest. She was too eager to comply. After all, and a sentence to downside meant being that much closer to Islak's resting place, where she believed she had much work to do, where the withdrawal stood ready to assist. She speaks in seemingly riddles, yet the thread of her intentions, I think, cannot be dismissed. Let us be on guard, and therefore let us rest now while we can. You bid Golfred a restful night in the meantime. It is too late to take flight, so you expect to press onward come daylight. Also, flying in this rain is a bad idea. Oh, and there's Big Bertrude right from the start. You find Big Bertrude looking about the black wagon in a disapproving way. She fixes her gaze on you. Her expression does not change. Such a clutter added to this wagon since we looked upon it last, and slightly. We remember thee from our abode in flagging hands, and thou must be reading one to whom Sandalwood referred. She moves in close, studying you. You recalled that the mere touch of a bog crone of the southern bogs can induce paralysis or worse. That one such as thee cannot extract meaning from that tome. 'Twas a feat we wish to witness for ourselves. Thy flesh has seen but the smallest fraction of the years which ours withstood, and yet we are expected to believe that thou canst understand the book of rights. She then backs away from someone else has joined you. Hail, Bertrude, madame. Is everything to your liking at this time? Or is there something more which you require? We have been unable to locate a supply of rotworm gizzard extract among thy belongings. Other than that, we shall lodge no complaint at present. It is possible that Wolfred has a small supply among his possessions here. If you would care to accompany me, we can yet procure some. That would be agreeable with us. Then after you, madame. As they depart, you think you see the lone minstrel nod his head your way. What did she bring to this caravan? This? Bertrude's decks. Unusual etched cards depicting the greater titans, probably for curses and enchantments. Oh, something happens. Hold on. Nothing? Is Bertrude not gonna come over? Okay. Honestly, sometimes I wish, like, if I just spam some of these, the person will come and talk to me. Like the one I did with, like when I did with the moonshine. But I guess it only happens with the moonshine. Oh. Rights of the Flame. The premise of for a competition which would test the worthiness. Oh, is this the only page of this? Hold on, let me read this then. Rights of the Flame. In the words of Solian Mur, the last of his name. With these blackened nails do I hereby inscribe the rights of Flame. The bylaws shall be written here in full. We the eight decree the rights a test of one's true worth in body, mind, and spirit. Now, until the stars abandon us, this shall be binding law within the downside. Those deemed worthy in the rights are to regain their freedom from the downside and return from whence they came. Exiles shall conduct the rites as one of 9 triumphants and look towards the stars for guidance on their path. Exiles shall bear the book as status. Interesting. Sorry, sometimes these words like kind of glow, and it's telling me you haven't looked at them yet, and I'm like, stop glowing. Stop glowing. And there's Big Bertrude. Alright, continue the journey. When you rise early that morning, though Bertrude is already awake, she scowls at you. Good morning, reader. Bertrude, I trust your stay has been not too uncomfortable? Nay, Sandalwood. The comforts of this place are not for us. Fly us forth from here to lower ground. Let us get on with all this. The reader here shall soon do so, once the group is ready. I thank you for your patience. Taking off. Let's see if we can run into anyone. The stash. I forget what you did. Oh. Soaring far above the Solarian shore, you notice Prometheus gazing down the frozen cliffs below. That damn place down there. I like it least of all. I think, among everywhere we've been, I'm thankful that there's been no reason to return. It reminds me of my home, that's all. The Hiram Remnants. We all grew accustomed to the thinner air, amid the cliffs that reached the clouds above your commonwealth. But it was not the nicest place. Little wonder that my sister settled for a rather warmer base of operations in this land. There, by the nest of Trieste. Anyway, I'm pleased to have to spend a little time as possible near her. Let's fly on by and go on about our business. Cool. Ooh, who's this? Oh, this guy. How dare you, Nightwing scum! You blasted fools! My voice keeps cracking when I'm doing these voice notes.
You cannot intimidate the accusers. We shall face you soon enough on a forthcoming right, but first, we have another pack of fools who must vanquish shortly. Until then, stay out of our way.
I can't talk to them. But I just really want to see if I can run it. Who's this? Oh, the Pyre Hearts.
What was that?
You overhear Sir Deluge in a full-on panic as the spell of worm knives attempt to calm him down.
What do you mean it was the Nightwings? We are not to face them in our coming right again, are we?
Somebody realizes your wagon is locked and tied to
You Nightwings! The Knight shall not forgive you this transgression. Once we prevail against you, whether adversaries are doomed to face us next, then we shall come for you. Why must this knight be forced to fly so far above the land and sea?
So just like Sir Gilman, he's afraid of flying. That makes sense. Ooh. Virtue slithers up as your black rising passes over the skies above her former abode. Our kind who lurk below. They would scarce believe we soar above them now. We told them that when Sandalwood came to fetch us, that we shall not return. Our most accomplished laborers, with whom we shared so many wounds into exile, we trust that they carry forward the reputation of our services. For we taught them all we know. She seemed almost nostalgic as she listed off the various services provided to Big Bertrudes. Curses, bombs, potions, powders, cleaning regions, sleep medicine, fungicides, seances. Big Bertrudes earns quite a name for itself throughout the downside, for those and updates. When we are finished here, provided we do not return from whence we came, we shall return to our establishment and carry on our business, for there is much to do. Sorry, I just really like flying around and seeing. Oh, okay, it looks like we're at our destination. The Spring of Yomer has always flown forth from the crushed carapace of Bialandius, the legend of whose demise is rather sordid tale. Perhaps you already read it in the book. Not all believe the book exists, of course, nor the greater titans, nor the rites. I have encountered exiles believing that this titan perished quite by accident, rather than by a cunning trap laid by Yomer Manimane. They took the Titan for a common beast. Perhaps the stars shine down upon out-of-the-way locales such as this one to ensure that they alone shall witness. Which explains why it looks like a giant scorpion crushed by a rock, because it literally is. Let's see. Fall flat. Teaser believes that this is faster route. You should have time for communication. I might do that actually. Or exploring the pools along this route. I'm going to do vocations. You touch down in the heart of Gilmer Valley, where you first face the fate and resistance. You briefly wonder where they might be now and how they fare. And now you have a little time before having set forth by land. Who wants to? Doing voices kind of hurts your throat at some point. Wolfred is poring over a copy of the Book of Rites as you approach. He looks up to you and smiles.
My Libra Narumsaros.
The Road to Freedom, written in a book that hardly anyone believes exists, and fewer can still read and comprehend. Sometimes I marvel how absurd all of this is, my girl. Tell me something, though. I've spent so much time considering the book, but known so few with whom I could discuss it with much detail. You've had some time to turn through it by now, so what do you think? Worth all the fuss? Wilfred wants to know your thoughts about the Book of Rites. Find it fascinating, find it tedious, you only skimmed it. I actually do find it fascinating, because I love lore. So Wilfred, the book has fascinated you, in that you have never seen anything quite like it.
You nod slowly as you describe your experience. I share your sentiment. To have in our possession a genuine artifact from a forgotten time, how much of it is exactly true, and how much of it is the scribe's retelling of events? I find it endlessly fascinating to consider, I must admit. He puts away his copy of the book with care. It is amazing that these volumes have survived all this time, I think. Whatever they're made of has withstood the ravaging effects of time quite well. And the ideas they are contained, they remain rather provocative as well. To think that the Commonwealth disavows the existence of this book, despite official recognition of the 8 scribes. Although the reasons why are in there, written plain. How fascinating that its secrets have been kept for all this time. Anyway, you'll have to excuse me for my extracurricular interest in its teachings. I used to teach a version of its history. To have access to the real thing has brought me some small pleasure. Let us be certain to preserve these volumes for whomever shall be next to use them. He turns his attention to other matters and bids you a good afternoon. Gilmer Valley. In the words of Molten Melfi, the Wild Witch, the downside prairie first appears serene. It is not. The soil there accommodates only the region's brutish native vines and underbrush. The most likely food source proved poisonous. Oh, proof. Thus, we journeyed further north. The climate there grew fouler to my senses, though the cur Yomer found it amiable. The sprawling valley, pocked with long evaporated lakes, gives evidence to the monstrosities which roam the land. We found the region's western edge to be more pleasant on the whole. Therein we found sources of fresh water, whereas over to the east we found the edge of the land's most heinous decay. See where I pass this part? Alright, let's just explore and we'll probably do quick. You spend quite a quiet afternoon in the desolate sprawl, fall flat, surveying the area with some of your companions. Tizo is wondering if there's anything of note in the surrounding areas. Nothing much worth traveling about. How about we head back? Your investigations yield nothing of note. 3 of you return to the wagon for the remainder of the day, where you should have time to pursue your vocation. Study in private. Let's buff everyone. Despite the growing knowledge of the Book of Rites, you yet struggle to grasp certain aspects of its teachings, though greater understanding comes to the reader's influence. So let's put it into presence again? Yeah, let's put it in presence again. The texture of the pages of the books, the foreign bindings. Despite the volume's age, it shows so little sign of wear. At times, the power emanating from it almost overwhelms you. Inspiration comes to you at a flash, blah blah blah. +1 into tenacity. Continue the journey. Back to the Spring of Yomer. Also really, apparently that spring is not water. That's reassuring. Hey guys. Hey you guys, where's your friend? You know, the big one with the horns, like frowning, stuff like that. Something happened there? Or what? I heard a crazy story. She just flew on out of here or something. Anyways. I don't have enough money for this. Oh wait, I have stuff to sell. Hold on. So, this stuff. I still don't have enough money for it. Is there something I can buy that's cheap? To make them happy? Nothing's cheap. Oh, this one's cheap. Just to be nice to him.
Poppy Figgy Tuesday.
They're leaving, Dad. Just look at how much we got this time. I bought the cheapest thing door. Tizo, what's wrong? Tizo seems to be in the midst of conversation with the lone minstrel as you approach the two of them. The little imp appears perturbed about something. And above all, he was very, very loyal. Fiercely so, in fact. All throughout the land knew better than to underestimate him, in spite of his little stature. In that respect, Tizo, and in many others, I might add, your great-grandfather was very much like you. Tizo seems to be asking the lone minstrel to confirm he is not playing some sort of prank. I am being serious. Have you known me to be the jesting sort? He seems to be admitting the lone minstrel has always been sincere with him. Just so. And please do not denigrate yourself, for you are not only his heir, but you are my remaining link to him, and thus to all the eight. And, more importantly, you are my friend. He is grateful to the lone minstrel for his kind words and considers him a friend as well. The Nightwings need you now, more than ever. The lone minstrel turns to you. Is that not so, reader? Agree with lone minstrel that Tizo is invaluable to the group. Yes, absolutely. You concur that lone minstrel's assessment of Tizo is at most remarkable and an irreplaceable member of this group. He is an extraordinary imp indeed. And this, Tizo rushes up to you and gives you a big info. Yes. I want a plushie of this now. I want a plushie of Tizo. Tizo is grateful for you for your kindness and your support for him. Tizo bounds off happily as lone minstrel looks on you. And there he goes. Thank you indeed, reader. Tizo sometimes loses sight of all that makes him special. A quality uncharacteristic of his kind, but not so much uncommon among yours. Once there was a time when he was the sole imp able to conduct the rites. Since then, however, other Tremulatives have found imps with the capacity for it. They make useful allies, no? More than willing to conduct the rites, whilst having no desire to leave this place. Although, little Tizo does have dreams of visiting the Commonwealth. In any case, I am certain he shall continue to serve the Nightwings faithfully. The lone minstrel bows his head on his way out, bidding you a good rest for the afternoon. Plus one hope. Let me read. Here we go. The Spring of Yomer. In the words of Lou Solian, Hunted Minds, I oftentimes think the carapace of the hive titan, Bialandris, shall be an everlasting blemish on the almost splendid bit of land, but Yomer, in his brashness, felled the monster with a certain flare. Then the moon shone through the ridges of the massive carapace and shined upon the pulling ichor, turning it into the freshest nectar ever. Oh, really? Okay. The spring shall flow eternally, and those who walk within it shall experience the resplendent glory of the land. The stars begin to fall there in the spring, which regularly, and we now know soon again that they shall do so, with the wish for it to see it. And we wish for you to see it yourself. That's weird. So apparently, after its death, its blood came out, and then the moon turned it into something sweet? That's weird. Oh, there's more info on the rites of the flame that I kind of want to do. In the words Solian Myrrh, the last of his name. The essential structure of the rite shall be as follows. Where chosen by the stars within the dark of night, shall two triumphants stand in opposition, far enough afield, beside their consecrated pyres symbolizing their resolve. In each triumphant, the three shall act as one, to demonstrate their trust in one another, not just in themselves. Triumphants shall endeavor to extinguish the pyre of their adversary, whose flames are only to be staunched through a celestial orb descended from the stars. Whosever pyre remains burning shall prevail. Triumphants are to disperse. What else? Hold on. Are there more pages? Oh. How many pages of this did I unlock? Did I unlock all the pages or something? Searching the stars. In the words of Solimer, we the eight thus have seen the turning of the stars from now until the ending of our age. Heed their guidance and ours. The stars take many cyclic turns, The rites commence at their behest, upon celestial landmarks where the downside's greatest titans fell before the heavens. Bearing this book bestowed on your triumphant, you, the reader, shall perceive under which stars you are to congregate. Follow where they lead, as your adversaries shall, if either of you fail to appear. Then neither of you walk, or if either of you fail to appear, then neither of you walk the path. Oh, okay. Whether you prevail or you fail, from that point the stars shall guide you. Before each rite, the rite shall not commence unless the necessary preparations are complete at the celestial landmark, ere the stars align. Exiles shall conduct the rites bearing this book, of which there are but 40 copies, each bound in astral hide. Only 40 copies? Interesting. And the exiles shall wear the sacred raiments fashioned in our likeness at the summit of Mount Eladel. Their identities are to be concealed, for they shall represent us all. Oh, that explains the last. Exiles shall set a metal signal for their pyre and consecrate the grounds using the words. The 8 scribes give their freedom so that they may have yet ours. The heavens shall respond when all is said. Law of 3. During the rite, each triumphant shall act as one unearly and without question. The disobedient shall suffer banishment or permanent expulsion. Exiles shall move as of a single mind to demonstrate their faith and recognize that they, as we the 8, cannot prevail alone. Their worth shall be determined both by their actions and their peers. Triumphants lacking experience in this may designate a reader whose focus on the book may help the others coordinate. However, only those who shall conduct the rites firsthand shall walk the path towards enlightenment and become eligible to regain their freedom. The Burning Pyre. At the appointed time at the aligning of the stars, the heavens shall rain down upon the ground sufficiently prepared, and thus the 2 opposing pyres shall be set ablaze. Thus shall commence the rite. Tremulatives are to protect their pyres as they would their lifeblood. Lifeblood itself is never to be shed before, during, or after any rite, lest the disobeyer suffer permanent expulsion. Exile is injury enough. The rite is an act of mercy. Fear not the purifying flame plunge into... Fear not the purifying flame. Plunge into it headlong and without fear, for you shall be protected by the stars themselves. Seek freedom in the flame. The aura. Exiles bearing the raiments in this book reveal their hidden inner aura in the color of their flame. The aura is the exile's solitary weapon in the rite. Should one's adversary cross one's aura, the adversary shall be banished. Banishment is fleeting nonetheless. Seek the pyre's light and thus make your return. The exile's presence shapes the aura. Exiles gain greater aura with standing side by side with their triumphant, for we gain strength together. Exiles may cast their aura through sheer force of focus on this book. Okay, I think I'm reading a lot. I'll read the rest later. Because I'm gonna at least do this right before we end the stream. The mood is more dour than usual as you make preparations for the coming rite. A hush has fallen over your fellow exiles and a sense of dread hangs in the air. At least one of your companions is unfazed. We sense the influence of one of our own. She is nearby. Her mind, corrupted, calls out, screaming. Canst thou hear it, perhaps? She speaks of the witch Irmil, the adversary whom you expect to face this night. The witch. She doth revere an ancient god undying and unyielding on this land, and on her consciousness. We may attempt an exorcism here, for the conditions are unique. She may not be expecting us to be abetting yet. However, 'tis a risk, upon her mind and mine own, although a worthwhile risk, perhaps. Bertram seems to think that Udmil can be weakened, somehow, through the coming rite. Then the stars above begin to shimmer with their strange lights. There, the stars of Yislak, our adversary worships it, and whom it represents. Fixate upon that star, reading one. If thou darest, invoke its power. Do so, and our adversary Udmil shall be emboldened, but also less vulnerable to our sorcery. We may yet limit her ambitions thus. Gertrude asks you to invoke the Star of Slack in the right. What does it do? Unfathomed Plume. Your adversaries each mate shall have +8 quickness, making them move faster.
Unfathomed blurness.
Interesting. Or, oh, she's talking about this one.
Islak Astroborn.
Actually, yeah, it is this one that they're talking about. You know what? Sure. Let's risk it. I also want to see her, the lore.
The much vaunted reader has returned, and it would appear her ranks grow stronger. Consorting with the bog-crone Bertrude, are we? How very strange that you befriended her. At any rate, your adversaries in this right shall be the withdrawn. Put out their flame and walk the path to liberty.
Let's see, who will I use today?
I'll be here. Ye have returned once more into our presence. We sense something among ye. Who?
Virtue slithers forth and gazes at her adversary.
Thou meddler. We should have known.
But Virtue does not respond.
That one shall be of little benefit to ye. That one's sorceries are a mere pittance to the overwhelming might of this land. Soon you shall see.
Okay, I think the game's gonna make me use her, and I was planning on using her anyways. Hold a moment, reader. The crone Bertrude slithers forth, wearing the raiments of the right. Now that Bertrude is among our race, it would be best if you become familiar with her repertoire. You have no obligation to make use of her abilities, of course. Good Bertrude, please show the reader something of your aptitude.
We expect thou shalt be soon inclined to bring our sorceries to bear. Long have we studied these rites of thine. Let us show thee what we know of them thus far.
So
The
X
bog-crone Bertrude shows herself in full. Though I have to wonder what became of her accomplices. Of one accomplice in particular. You watch yourself around her, reader. None are sentenced into exile without sufficient cause.
Shut up. And then slithers. Yeah, for someone who's big, she moves pretty quickly. And then beat it. Yeah, this is the interesting part. The fact that her aura goes like that. It's interesting. Oh, there we go. If you time it right, she apparently gets something cooler. Okay. Swimming around. Like it's not super speed, but it's definitely fast for someone who's very big.
Now then, reading one, know that our freedom is of little consequence to us. We side with ye because of Sandalwood, because of his plan.
Why are you interested in this plan?
We shall aid ye in the rites, and we shall aid ye in that plan. Thus we are at thy disposal, and await thy bidding. Reading one, thou invokest the Star of Slack. So then, beware. Through our sorceries shall Udemy be cast into a hopeless doubt about her faith upon her God. It shall be done if we prevail, but only if. If our minds shall perhaps be forfeit otherwise.
It seems that through the outcome of this rite, either Udemy shall be permanently weakened or Bertrude shall instead. Oh, cool.
The rite shall begin forthwith.
So I definitely want to use you. So let's use this. Although I do want money, actually. Hold on. I do want money. I need money.
Bertrude.
I haven't used Ruki in a long time.
Ruki.
And who haven't I used in a while? Mitha, Zay. I haven't used either in a while. Zay.
Zay.
Ralistas?
It is done.
Well, I gotta say, I sort of wished you picked someone else this time, sister. Now then, Nightlings, you wish to mock ye slack. Ye in your infinite foolishness shall be among the first to suffer. Also, I just realized she has 2 imps. Oh boy.
Commence. An opportunity.
No! Shoot! He
Pyre
jumped in.
has been scathed.
Shoot.
A mere attempt.
Oh no! Go, Ruki, go! Go, Ruki, go!
Remember everything that you hold dear.
One of our own. The lifeblood of you thyself, yes? You wretched witch.
Tampering with Eldritch forces, of which you know not. You forfeit everything for an abomination from the stars.
Quaint. We thought you perchance ye sought the true enlightenment. Yet you reveal yourself to be as narrow as the things to which you now consult. Ye slack shall devour ye as ye all the rest.
Honestly, I've given them very similar voices and fathers, you know.
Would that she serve the scribes as faithfully as the monstrosity which she adores. Good.
Oh shoot. Shoot!
All 3 Nightwings. Poof.
Maralis?
Oh right, she has unlimited stamina. Shoot! Shoot.
You are
Crap.
powerless for now. An unimpressive thrust, but true.
Dang it.
Didn't see it coming.
Got it.
Blessed be.
Okay. Alright, Speedster, let's go. Oh, and ready. Go, 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 go. Oh, darn it.
A stifled effort.
Dang it.
Disaster.
Oh, shoot. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Glorious. All banished. How utterly brazen.
Alright, this is bad. They have huge auras. Oh my
Alas,
god.
Jose.
Got it.
The
Okay.
orb engulfed in fire.
One more hit. Problem is, I also have only one more hit. That's a problem.
Positively brutish.
Shoot! Oh no.
Beneath
Oh no. Oh crap.
contempt.
I'll be honest. I'm gonna cheap this out. I'm gonna cheat.
I'm hoping this lets me cheat, because I don't... They're like, if you lose, Bertrude will be weakened. And if you win, Udemil will be weakened. And I kind of don't want Bertrude to be weakened. Yeah. Like, I don't want to
Who shall
weaken
stand
Bertrude.
together here this night?
Oh, right. Let me put on the Paladin turret.
Bertrude. Ruki. Zay.
Terios?
Yeah, let's do
It
this
is done.
better.
Now begin.
Oh, shoot, I'm behind a rock.
Udmilda's not so scary now.
Why did you throw me the orb? Shoot. Boop. Oh no. Why am I not moving? No! Shoot!
Stifled effort.
Shoot! Oh, crap.
Poor Ruki.
Oh, cool. Got it, got it. Oh, no. No, they respawn. Thank you for the orb. No, darn it.
Orbs unclaimed again.
Darn it. Go, Rookie, go. Darn it. Oh no! Shoot!
To
They
each
respawn.
his own.
Shoot!
How sad for the withdrawal.
Got him! Come on, come on, go, go, go! Got it! Yes!
The Night Wings are first to strike the adversary.
That was a rough first one. Shoot.
Someone grasped the orb.
Oh crap.
All
I
three
ran
Night
right
Wings.
into that.
The orb's engulfed.
It's fine. I read this already and I'm gonna skip this. I also gave them very similar versions.
Would that she served the scribes as faithfully as the monstrosity which she adores. A banishment.
Got it.
That is how snuff play. This is the path to glory.
Shoot!
What happened there?
Uh-oh.
All of the Night
Crap.
Wings banished. A decisive blow.
Ooh, that does a lot too.
This is the road to ruin.
Shoot.
Ha!
Something's happening. Got it!
That Bertrude's faster than she looks.
Yep.
The Night Wings edge closer to victory.
Gonna run around for a bit. Luckily I have infinite stamina right now. Darn it!
Mere attempt.
I'll take that. Darn it.
Woe is you.
Uh-oh. God dang it.
The orb sails forth into the flame.
Your adversary's pyre now burns brighter than your own.
Didn't see it coming.
Shoot! Can I still restart? I do not want to lose this one. I just really don't want to lose this one. It also doesn't help that I just realized she also has a thing on that
Who shall
weakens my
conduct
fire.
the rites?
I mean, part of it's because she also has an item that's weakening my pyre. So I'm starting with 8, technically speaking. I do want to finish with this group.
Say,
Shiru-sama?
ow.
Also, the imps have RPG freaking auras for some reason?
Commence.
Have we always had these auras?
Well
Or-
cast.
Darn it!
A stifled effort.
Darn it!
A pyre has been scathed.
Darn it.
An opportunity.
One triumvirate
Go.
stands unopposed.
Get up.
Ah, the foul witch Udmilda. Would that she served the scribes as faithfully as the monstrosity which she adores. Bertha banished.
That. Shoot! Oh crap.
All 3 Nightwings. The orb was cast into your pyre. Glorious.
Got it.
The bog crone dove into the flame.
Hey.
A bit of a blunder.
Ah crap. No!
A crushing blow against your pyre. There
Oh,
goes
darn
old
it.
Bertrude.
I accidentally grabbed the orb while trying to cast and then it threw me. Oh cool.
The withdrawn vanished to the last. They flung the orb into the flame.
Alright. 2 more hits and I only have 1 hit left at this point.
Udmilda's not so scary now.
Got it.
They did it.
Okay, if I can get 1 more hit with Group 2, I think I
Your
can get
victory
away.
is at hand.
Problem is trying to actually
The
get it
orb slips
in with
from your
Group 2.
clutches.
Oh no. Are you okay?
And
Okay, hold on. I need to restart.
it
I am essentially save-scumming this, and I have no regrets. I'll be honest, I have no regrets save-scumming this shit right now.
now let us begin.
Yeah, I was close, admittedly enough, but alright. Keep forgetting I need to read talisman.
Bertrude. Rilke. Say,
Hurlostian.
ow.
Escape from his gallery. This is making the stream go way longer than I planned. It's fine. It's fine.
Well cast.
Damn it!
Pyre has been scathed.
What happened there?
Oh no,
All
are
three
you serious?
nightwings. The orbs engulfed.
That sucks.
Ah, the foul witch Udmilda. Would that she served the scribes as faithfully as the monstrosity which she adores.
Darn it!
A mere attempt.
Got it.
Remember everything which you hold dear.
Come on. Shoot.
Didn't see it coming.
Darn it! Shoot, their aura is huge. Oh man.
Thrust straight into your flames.
Okay, I have one hit left. Great.
Ha! I thought they had you there.
Darn it.
Stop.
Oh shoot! Darn it. I tried to jump in. Got him. Darn it. Not mean to cast. Fine.
Positively brutish.
Got it.
The orb engulfed in fire. Glorious.
Darn
All
it.
of the withdrawn.
Come on,
gone.
Wookie, go, 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 go.
The flames of freedom. Poof.
Darn it.
Unfortunate for the withdrawn.
Got it.
Zay's aim was true.
Okay, if I can get one more hit with Bertrude, I think I can get the win. But it has to be with Bertrude is the problem.
Zap.
I'm gonna run around. Oh crap, that failed miserably. That failed right at the end, and that sucks.
Who shall conduct the rites?
You know, screw money. I'm gonna give you something that'll help you.
Bertrude. Exactly.
Very well.
Forget what.
Commence!
Darn it.
The orb bathes first within the Nightwing's flame.
That was the last of them. Spectacularly done.
Alright, one hit down. Shut up. I've read this already.
Ah, the foul witch Udmilda. Would that she served the scribes as faithfully as the monstrosity which she adores.
Darn it.
They banished.
Darn it.
Too bad.
Forget how slippery Ruki can be. Darn it. Darn it. Oh shoot! Crap. Oh good, I stopped him. I should probably wait till everyone respawns.
Alas for Zay.
Stop killing off my members! Darn it.
A mere attempt.
Darn it.
Udmilda banished.
Ooh, got him, got him.
All of them.
Woo.
A true aimed thrust into the fire.
Okay. This is going, I feel a little better. Marginally better.
Didn't see it coming.
Shoot. Get over here. God dang it.
Shame.
Cool, it's cool. You're minus one now.
Udmilda's not so scary now.
I missed, oh my god. Damn it. Wow, I can't believe I missed at like the most important time ever. Go, Rookie, go!
Rookie plunged into their fire.
I need to stay alive and wait for people to respawn.
Banishment.
Or kill them first.
A bit of a blunder.
Shoot! Ah,
All
crap.
three Nightwings. Poof. They simply threw it in.
Okay, I can take one more throw from the small guy, but I cannot take anything from the prone.
Well cast.
Bad.
All banished.
Let's not. Oh, did I miss again? I totally missed again.
That Bertrude's faster than she looks.
It's fine.
Your victory's at hand.
Shoot.
everything which you hold dear.
One more hit. Why do I keep facing the wrong way right before I cast?
Farewell for now, witch.
Got it.
Sinners!
Darn it. Oh my goodness. I'm trying not to die.
A stifled effort.
Darn it. Oh
You
no.
are powerless for now.
No, 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 no. Wait, I think I can take one more. Oh, cool. I saved it somehow.
Who?
No! I think.
Stand in.
Nope. Sorry, save's coming. Nope. We were so close that time, though. God dang it.
Who shall conduct the rite?
What else do I have on me? I think I should probably quit putting this on.
Bertrude.
Rookie, I think, yeah, I'll keep it on.
Rookie.
That's Roger. I think I'm going to change this out for now and choose something else.
Say,
Shiru-sama?
very well.
I don't really need her reflecting off skill right now.
Commence.
Right now?
Didn't see it coming.
God dang it. No, yes!
The night wings are first
Okay.
to strike the adversary's
First hit, alright. The first of many.
glorious.
Darn it. I'm just gonna run. Got him.
Orb engulfed in fire.
Thank God for speedsters. Ta-da.
Ah, the foul witch Udmilda. Would that she served the scribes as faithfully as the monstrosity
Right.
which she adores. All
We
three
killed each other.
nightwings.
Shoot. Oh no. And they respawned first. No!
Alas. 'Tis too close to call who shall prevail as yet. Udmilda's not so scary now. All banished.
Let's not miss the pyre. There we go.
Crushing blow against their pyre. Do you believe you can prevail in
I
this?
can't believe I failed to throw it in like multiple times like that one time. Like, come on. I'll take that. Goodbye. Oh man.
Red hand.
Aha! Oh no. There's still one more. Got it.
They did it.
Alright. One more hit from either Virtue or
Now
Virtue or
end the
Zay. Oh
ceremony.
wait, whoops. Got it. One more hit from Virtue or Zay will kill it. I can still get it with That's darn it, shoot, I messed up.
Sinners.
Okay.
The orbs engulfed.
We still have hits, okay. Yes, 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 yes! No, no! Damn it!
What happened there?
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. No! Darn it! Gosh darn the imps and their super fast respawn rate.
Out with the rookie.
Ah crap.
You poor nightwings.
Disaster.
Bleh. Where's the sword? Where's the orb? Oh, there's the orb.
Remember everything which you hold
I need
dear.
you one more hit. God dang it.
Zap.
Darn it. Ah, crap. I gotta restart. Yeah, Virtue's going straight for it. And if Virtue scores, they win. God dang it. Stupid Virtue's frozen soul. Making this more
Who
difficult.
shall conduct the rite?
Bertrude.
Yeah, I'll get it after a few more hits.
Rookie.
Just do speed.
Zay.
Krastia?
It is done.
Those imps are kind of annoying only because they have dumb high, super high respawn rate.
No sign of the withdrawn for now.
Shoot!
They banished. Banishment for all.
Come on, don't miss! Oh, thank God. Sometimes, like, I keep missing with Virtue because Virtue's one goes up and then down, whereas everyone just throws it straight. So it can be hard for me to aim. Oh no. Oh shoot, cool. Shoot.
Let the orb. Let the orb.
Abandonment.
Got it.
Orb engulfed in fire.
Alright, we're doing better this time. Gotta skip this.
The foul witch Udmilda. Would that she served the scribes as faithfully as the monstrosity which she adores.
Forget how slippery. Oh no! Shoot.
Got it.
Remember everything which you hold dear.
Okay. 2 more hits. Darn it.
A bit of a blunder.
The orb is loose.
Darn it.
Jump. Or start up. Oh, we killed each other. Okay. Luckily, Save respawns fairly quickly.
Darn it.
All 3 Nightwings.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Okay, cool. Uh-oh. What happened there
All
just
3
now? My goodness.
Nightwings. The orb's engulfed.
Dang it.
Okay. Shoot, I got the orb. I got the orb. I don't want the orb. I don't want the orb yet.
Udmilda banished.
Oh shoot. Got it.
They douse the flame.
If I can get it with humility, or not, Gertrude, I can get
End
it.
the ceremony.
Come on. Good, jumped in green.
Banished each in turn.
Oh no,
Tough
that's
luck,
bad.
Nightwings. The orb flies true.
Alright. If anything, this does mean I have Zay back. Oh no. Shoot! Oh crap, that was bad.
Your fire weakens.
Alright. It's fine. It's fine. They're -1 right now. Anyway. With this, they're -1. Okay, things a lot
Banished
easier.
one and all.
Oh, cool. Got it.
And it is done.
Oh, thank God.
The Nightwings prevail yet again. They proved superior to their adversaries.
That's a lie. That's a lie that we all know.
Thus end this night's proceedings.
How could this be? How could this be? It's like answers. It's like.
Which, you know, continues with her screaming, having been defeated in the right. You observe Bertrude there, fixed in a meditative pose. There. Yudmil, relent. Thy God has not abandoned thee, because thy God is dead. Thy God is dead. Pray to him and thou'st, yet it shall do thee no good. As Bertrude recedes into the shadows, Yudmil slips down, staring at nothing before her.
Impossible. This cannot be. Answer us. Answer us.
Yeah, suffered -5 hope permanently. Oh, thank God that did not happen to us.
Boundless are the teachings of the scribes.
She's gonna level up twice.
The ancient crown
Oh, just one.
of Bertrude opened up her eyes.
That's our grasp.
ancient sorceries grow even stronger still. That's weird. For some reason it didn't go up to 3. Even though it totally probably should have. Let's see. So Patterns of the Wild Witch, writes masteries enhancing the crone's ability to recover against all odds. Or Sorceries of the Southern Bogs, writes masteries enhancing the crone's ability to pressure advantage. Interesting. So let's see, this side is... Well, Burning Pyre has more flame than the adversary. She deals 5 damage. I don't know if I like that much. Serpent Footness. While slithering, Virtue uses 50% less stamina and loses 30% less ability. Okay, that makes sense. Vital Pounce. After Virtue pounces on the adversary, she instantly recovers all her stamina. Oh! I'm assuming she has to kill something to do that? To pull that off? But, okay. Feral Curse. Once per right, after saluting adversaries, Virtue turns them into fast-moving howlers. Interesting. Vex of Defeat. While Virtue's Pyre has less HP than the adversary, she deals additional 5. Okay, interesting. Virtue's Aura Blast arcs at a wide angle, banishing adversaries in a larger area. I don't know if I like that actually. That'll cause more gaps in her blast time. Sudden Blast. The charge up time before Virtue can use her aura is greatly reduced. I might like that. I kind of like that though. Stubborn Flame. While Virtue's Pyre has less Pyre than the adversary, her adversaries deal minus 10 for Pyre. Actually, I kind of like this though. I kind of do like that Stubborn Flame though. Okay, I guess I'll go through this one.
The secrets of the Wild Witch revealed. Until the next round.
After besting the Withdrawn in a solid performance, after besting in very big air quotes, you return to the wagon and find Volfred and the Lone Minstrel in the midst of conversation. Most strange. That this one star should be illuminated now. This is not what I expected. Nor I, Volfred. Then Volfred notices
Ligaratus.
Reader. Harik and I observed a strange occurrence in the sky, is all.
Salicres Tranevas.
It appears that the star of Kalmir rope collars are illuminated now. Ooh. But it is another star, except our models and predictions of the cosmos did not anticipate this.
Frabelegasta.
Anyway, let's go see for yourself. I shall make the wagon ready in the meantime. You see only a single star, shining illuminated far above, just as Volfred indicated. Kalmir, the rogue star. Let me check this. Oh, cool. I think by beating the Withdrawn in the... Yeah, this is also something I wanted to see. If you beat the person in the highest tier, you can bump them down. And that's kind of what I wanted to do. Anyways. Kalmir, the rogue star. The rogue star burns bright over an isolated little island in the Sea of Solace. Tamitha is ready and I. Interesting. Someone outside of the sky. Then we are summoned to the Isle of Gilmer, deep within the Deathless Tempest. Have you been there before, Tariq? So long ago, I scarce recall the time. Only the scent. It is the place from whence the creatures native to this land spring forth. Reader, let's not concern ourselves with superstition held at about that place. We'll set forth at dawn, and soon see for yourself what to make of it. Alright, we are ending now. I saved scum real hard, so I should probably stop. End the stream. So thanks for hanging out for an extra 45 minutes extra 40 plus minutes, because I was stubborn and did not want to lose the battle. Well, yeah. So, yeah, thanks for hanging out. We'll play more of this on Tuesday. Yep, much sports. I'm still terrible at this game, but you know what? save-scumming exists. Worth it. It was worth it, though. Permanently reducing my enemy's hope by 5 is absolutely amazing. Alright. Good night, good night, good night, good night. And we'll do more of this on Tuesday. Button.